Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my place in Bali. It's the morning time, and you can hear a lot of crickets and animals making noises. So I just wanted to continue on from my video yesterday about your whole life and emotional state or vibration is simply determined by what you focus on. If you haven't seen that, you're welcome to watch that, and the link will be below the video. I want to include that this is not about it's not about pretending you don't have it, or pretending you don't have any emotional discomfort. For example, if you're walking down the street and you see an old woman getting punched or run over or robbed, or you're in a war zone like I mentioned in the first video, and you see some horrific things, I'm not trying to pretend to be a zombie, to be insensitive. Of course, you might be grossed out. You might have a reaction like, I hate this. Like, I hate it when that happens. Like, I want them to stop. Like, they better stop. This isn't loud. This isn't right. Like, I don't, you know, I'm not trying to say to be a faker or to pretend everything is just ha ha. So yeah, if you get annoyed, if you get angry, you feel rage, if you feel really sad, whatever way you're feeling in life, accept this moment the way it is. Accept the way you feel. So allow yourself to feel this way. Spend a few seconds or a few minutes with how you feel if you want, but especially spend a few seconds with how you feel. Feel it and allow yourself to feel and let it out. Like, let out any pain or anger, whatever it is, the emotion. Feel welcome to feel it fully and let it out. So feel welcome to cry. Express your hatred of war, of rape. Say how much you don't like it to somebody, whatever you want. But there's a difference between that and continually focusing on it, thinking about it, reliving it, remembering it, imagining it, over and over and over again in your life. So, when I say your emotional state and your life is based, your whole life and emotional state, your whole life and vibration is based on what you focus on, I do not mean totally and utterly always 1,000,000% of the time focus on hunky-dory things. It's okay to have your attention or some focus on something for some degree of time, for sure. But the more you focus on something that you don't like, the more you're going to feel bad. The more disempowered you're going to be, and the lower your vibration will become. If it's continuously ongoing thing. For example, again, if you're in a war-torn country, let's say you're working in a war-torn country, you're going to have your attention on things that you don't like, because they'll enter your visual range and your hearing range so this will enter your awareness. But there's a difference between this entering your awareness and you focusing on it. If you focus on it in a way, your focus is as if it's, let me see, how do I phrase this? I was going to say you focus on it in a negative way, like a hopeless way, a disempowered, complaining way, a victimhood way, where you feel your whole life is ruined because you've been victimized and perpetrated upon. You're focusing your thoughts in this manner. But you can focus, like I said in the first video, you can focus on the solution instead of the problem, even though you're in the midst of a storm, even a literal storm. an actual storm, or a war-torn country, or a socially impoverished place, you can both deal with the problem. You can deal with what you don't like by focusing on the solution, and that creates the solution. So you focus on wealth, you focus on peace, harmony, etc., love, getting, reconnecting, rebuilding. So instead of focusing on destroyed buildings, you focus on new buildings, for example. Instead of focusing on destroyed relationship with your ex-partner, you focus on a new a rekindled heart relationship within you first, from your heart, and then you can focus on outward letter of saying sorry, I love you, please forgive me, I love you, thank you, etc., etc., etc. So, and it's okay to determine strongly what you don't like. Hate war, hate rape, hate robberies of old women. And then you know this is definitely a vibration you don't like and enjoy. It's not your preference. And now you totally and utterly, through your utter disdain and dislike of what you don't like so much, now you totally and utterly know the direction you want to go in life. And the emotional feelings you want to feel instead. The vibration you want to feel. So, in a way, it's pointing you towards enjoyment and love. So, just to recap, finally, it's not about denying or suppressing your emotions. I encourage you to share and express and let out every single one of your emotions. And I encourage you to do it in a conscious, non-destructive way, where you're not just you're not just attacking everybody around you, but it's okay to vent. But here's another example. Let's say I hate war. I hate their behavior. Like, let's say in this part of my relationship, a little bit closer in life, I hate my bosses or my children's, my husband's, my wife's, my partner's behavior sometimes. I hate it. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. It's annoying. Okay. Now, I've thought a few thoughts that way. I've said a few words. Now, I'm not going to talk about it for the rest of my life. Now I can add in afterwards if I want to, if I feel like, if I think I'm ready to. If I need to cry or punch a pillow, I'll do that instead. But after I finish this little processing of the emotional processing, now I'm going to shift my focus and thoughts to something that makes me feel good. So this is the practical application of the teaching. But I have to say, I do like this about them. I like it when they do this. They're not always like that, the way I don't like. They're often very kind to me. They do this, they do that. They do listen at times. They have listened in the past. They've been very good to me in the past. I'm sure they'll be kind to me in the future. I might tell them that I don't like their behaviour, but I'm sorry. I don't like this, but I might say to them, you know what? I'd really love it if you could just give me an extra 10 minutes, in the shower, or an extra 10 minutes at my desk in the morning or something, or just an extra 10 minutes like on my quiet time on my own in the evenings, just to regather myself and center myself, or to just a bit of quiet time alone. It could be whatever request. You could just present it. I'd really love it if you did this, and it'd really make a difference in my life, and I hope you don't mind. I hope you're able to think about that. And when you say it with that energy of peacefulness and non-agitation, because you've already processed your emotional state by punching or crying pillows or shaking off anger or frustration, it's so much easier for people to listen to you then, because it's like you're not attacking them, and the way you talk is like, I love it. It's like focusing on the positive aspect again. You're not trying to deny the aspect, but if you say to someone like, give me 10 minutes, you're always doing this to me, just give me 10 minutes. You can say that, there's a time and a place to say that. If you've just been wound up so badly, you have to just get it out of your system. But after getting out of your system, this isn't typically the best way for manifesting results for people. It's much helpfuler to go about it in the positively word aspect. You know what? I really appreciate a lot of the things you do. I have to admit, some things get on my nerves about you, like when you do this or that. But I don't want to focus on that. Instead, I'd just love to say, I'd love it if you could think about possibly changing this a little bit. If you think it's fair, or if you'd like to. And introduce the words, basically. I'd love it, I'd appreciate it, thank you, etc. This positive focus without denying the stuff you don't like, etc. It's dealing with the stuff you don't like in the positive, focused way will create changes in your life of the helpful kind. But either way, after you've allowed and accepted and expressed yourself emotionally and sat with your emotions, then and even meanwhile you're having some emotional disturbances, even meanwhile switching to the positive focus on what makes you feel good, etc. This will help you to ongoingly start to feel better and better in life. For example, the other day I was in a smoky, busy city, and I was just thinking, okay, well, you know what, I'm going to really love it. Like, there's nothing I can do but to smoke. I can't clip my fingers and stop all the traffic. So I was just thinking and saying to Sally, you know what, I can't wait to get back out of this city and get back, and I'm going to really appreciate having clean air where I live and quietness. I'm going to appreciate the quietness and clean air more. And I just went on and I just enjoyed myself as much as I could. So you can do this in your life too. So thanks for watching. I think this video more or less covers it. I'd love to make this any clearer if I could. If you feel like you have any questions or you want something a little bit clarified, feel welcome to drop me a comment below, and then I might make another video or just reply to the comment possibly. Okay, see you. Much love and blessings, and have a good day, alright? Have fun. Keep following your joy and passions and excitements and what fulfills you and what fulfills you. Okay, see ya. Bye. By the way, I have another video coming up soon about making your work or your vocation, your job, more spiritual and more enjoyable, more enlightened, more spiritual. Okay, bye.